Hi everybody, I'm Kimberly Turner from cookingwithkimberly.com, and today I'm going to show you how to make a fig and pistachio stuffing for poultry. Now today we are roasting up a gorgeous duck. It's going to be a Merlot barbecue duck. Make sure you check out that recipe, but I'm going to show you the stuffing part of it separately. Alright, so I have 6 pieces of a nice thick, this is actually an olive oil bread, and I'm just going to cut it into tinier chunks, maybe 3 at a time. So I have my oven preheating at 325 degrees, and we are going to just dry these guys out a little bit so that they can reabsorb some extra flavor with some stock. That's going to give some more flavor, get rid of the moisture in the bread now, put something tastier in. All right. I'm just estimating how many I will need, how many pieces. Okay, so just spread those out evenly on a baking sheet, and in they go. I don't know, keep your eye on it. You just want them to toast to be kind of a golden brown color. Might take, I don't know, 8 to 10 minutes. All right, I have some vegetables in the meantime. I'm going to use 1 stalk of celery. My bird is 3 kilograms, so just to give you an idea of what I'm stuffing, if you need more, just go ahead and add extra of each of these ingredients. So I'm just going to mince that up finely. I don't want big chunks of celery. I'm also using the celery leaves. They have tons of flavor. All right, and on my stove top, I have a large frying pan, and it's just preheating. I'm going to add maybe 1/4 cup of butter into that. Let that kind of melt. Maybe that's 1/8 cup or so. So let's chop up our carrot. I'm looking for maybe 1/4 cup of fine dice of carrot. Again, you don't want big chunks. All right, I'd say I have about 1/2 cup of each of those. They're going into the frying pan now. They're the hardest vegetable that I'm adding right now. So let's get those started. I'm also going to add 3 nice cremini mushrooms. These are kind of big actually, but don't worry because mushrooms really lose a lot of their water and leave behind all that beautiful flavor. So it might look like a whole bunch of stuff in your frying pan, but don't worry about it. Those mushrooms are going to nearly disappear. So I'm just going to finally mince these guys up too. This is a very earthy kind of stuffing. Beautiful for any holiday, whether it's Thanksgiving or Christmas or Easter, or just because it's autumn or winter. Hi, Mom.
Hello.
How you doing?
Oh, good.
You helping me today?
Try.
We're doing a fig and pistachio stuffing for the duck.
Good.
Sounds like something you would do.
Mm-hmm.
These are awesome mushrooms.
So fresh.
Nice big creminis. I think they have a lot more flavor than just the white button mushrooms, but you can use the button mushrooms anytime.
Oh.
Now, if you wanted to use onion and garlic, please go ahead and do so. Not everyone in our household enjoys onion and garlic, so we don't use it for large occasions as this. So, no problem. If you want to add it, go ahead. I would add maybe 1/4 of an onion and maybe 1 garlic clove, and that's it. All right. Okay, our bread is nearly done, but let's get this seasoned in our pan quickly. A little bit of salt, a little bit of cayenne pepper, just for a hint of spice. We're going to add some of our own dried savory. That's Mom's favorite thing. Mom loves savory, and I think savory is perfect. It's a perfect kind of herb for stuffings and soups.
Yes.
Just kind of breaking that up in there. We're going to use some freshly ground pepper. It's always better to freshly grind it yourself, especially for a special occasion. We're making something really nice and fancy. You can control the size of the crack or the grind. I love that. We use our mortar and pestle every day. If you don't have one, get to our store at shop.cookingwithkimberly.com and grab one. They are very handy.
It's nice to have a couple of sizes.
Or even just a couple, because you don't want to always, you might have more than one thing you need to grind up, right? They're also a great gift for a starter kitchen or a hostess gift.
I would be happy for it, even though I have 2 of them.
Yeah, they're quite decorative, some of them. Okay, let's use maybe, I don't know, 1/2 teaspoon of pepper. You're not just seasoning what's in the pan. This is going to season the bread as well, so make sure that you're seasoning enough. All right, in go my mushrooms. Stir that through. Make sure you have enough butter. If you need a little bit more butter, just add a tiny bit. Those mushrooms will nearly disappear. Oh, it smells so good. I have a nice bunch of fresh parsley. That's going to go in as well. Just finely mince that up.
That's from the garden.
Yes.
Wow.
In December.
It's a beautiful day out there.
Sure is. I was in shorts and t-shirts yesterday. Outside. Last year we were under how many feet of snow?
Oh, a lot of snow.
All right, into the pan it goes. That's maybe a tablespoon's worth. Okay, out comes the bread. Let it cool off so that you can actually handle it because you're going to be using your hands. You just want it to be a little bit dry. There you go. Nice and crunchy, like little croutons. Now the idea here in our pan is to make sure that your vegetables just kind of soften up, especially those hard ones like the carrots, because inside the bird, you know, you want to make sure that it gets super tender, not little crunchy bits in your stuffing.
That's good bread too. A very creamy bread.
Are they dried out enough, Mom, for you?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Let's move those just a little bit. It shouldn't take too long for your vegetables to be prepared because you cut them in such a small dice. Now what I'm doing, I have 3 dried figs. You can use whatever kind of figs that you can get at your store. Whatever you have available. Just cut the stems off. You don't want to chew on that. And I'm going to dice these up as well, finely. That's going to be just a nice hint of sweetness in this savory stuffing. It's also a nice contrast with the pistachios that we're going to add. I just love figs. Dried figs or any fig. Dried or not. So you could have soaked these or reconstituted these figs if you wanted to, but I'm cutting them in such small little bits that I'm sure they will rehydrate just fine in there. It's going to be beautiful. The juices from the duck will help, you know, moisten everything up too. Lovely. Right. I love the seeds from the figs. They make me happy. All right, my vegetables are probably perfect right now. I'm going to add these figs just to kind of get everything started and married together. Stir that through. Get them seasoned as well. All right, we're using a half a cup of dry roasted pistachios, and instead of putting them in the processor, I'm going to smash them up with a mallet by hand. The reason being is that I like them, I want it to be kind of chunks and I don't want it to be ground in there. And sometimes when you go in the food processor, in order to get everything ground up properly, some things get more finely ground than others. So let's just crack these guys up. Now if you wanted to add more figs, go ahead. This is really going to be featuring pistachio. I love pistachios. They have that gorgeous green color as well as like a magenta color and a creamy color. They're really striking and they're just such a nice flavor. They're almost sweet, almost too, huh? Into the pan, I'm going to stir everything up. Stir that, make sure everything kind of gets moistened with that butter. Oh, the smell. Smell that? So good. Yummy. So good. I might add just a little bit more savory. Does that make you happy, Mom? All right, let's get ourselves a big bowl. Okay, into the bowl goes your bread and its crumbs. Combine with that all these beautiful ingredients. Sure does. All right, I have this absolutely delicious pièce de résistance I'm adding to this. It's going to add a lot of pistachio flavor without having to add a heck of a lot more pistachios too. This is the Napa Valley Pistachio Infused Oil Blend. That's what this looks like. Make sure you check out our review on it. It is fantastic. We've used it from whipped cream to savory dishes to sweet things to beverages to whatever. You can use it for so many different things. I would call it a finishing oil. I wouldn't necessarily call it a cooking oil. I wouldn't just use it to saute something per se. But I will add it into this stuffing, into the mixture that we had in the frying pan because it's nice and warm and it's going to be able to coat everything lovely. Maybe a teaspoon, it's probably all you need. It is really intense pistachio flavor. It's a blend, so it's canola oil, extra virgin olive oil, pistachio nut oil, and natural pistachio flavoring. And boy, is it good, eh, Mom? So stir that through, make sure everything is evenly coated with this beautiful liquid gold. Well, I guess it's liquid green. Nice. Oh, smell that. Wow, that's gonna be good. Okay, so I'm gonna put this in our bowl to combine. Even adding cranberries to this would be a nice touch, dried or otherwise. Now, I don't know how much liquid we're gonna need yet. We're gonna play it by ear because every day is different. The amount of bread you used is different. The moisture content in it, the moisture content in your frying pan. Use your hands, just toss it through. Mom, would you add a little bit more for me at a time? How much do you reckon this will be? Maybe half a cup worth? You want to moisten those bread cubes up again slightly. You don't want everything to be mushy. Do it slowly because it'll absorb and then you'll be able to tell better. If you have someone to help you like Mom, that's handy. Oh, it smells so good. Yeah, that's good. What did you say that is? Half cup?
All
right. So you can tell that this won't be mushy. You don't want mushy, but you can tell that the bread still has a little bit of crunch inside, but it's moistened on the outside. That's going to finish, you know, absorbing throughout those cubes of bread without getting everything mucky. That's not what you want. You kind of want nice, light, fluffy stuffing when you pull it out of your bird. All right, this looks beautiful, and I think that it's probably just the right amount to stuff this gorgeous duck. So let's get our duck ready. I like to do all of my stuffing, etc., on a baking sheet. It keeps things nice and clean from the bottom. So let's go ahead and stuff our bird. Use what you want to cap the ends off of the stuffing, the cavities of your bird. Today I'm going to use a nice large red apple, but you can use any kind of apple or pear or even potato if you want, or a piece of citrus.
Or an onion,
even an onion, a beet, right, whatever you want. So I'm just going to cut the core out because you don't want that. And actually this is quite tasty when it comes out as well. It ends up lending a lot of its sweetness to the bird and to the stuffing, and it really takes on a nice savory flavor.
Oh yes, I love the taste of that.
Yeah. All right, so I'm just going to cap off this end with half of the apple and really push that in. And I'm going to use a skewer to secure that. Now I'm going to use the tail of the duck. I'm going to put the skewer through there and then straight through the apple and then right through the stuffing of the bird. Okay, that's going to keep everything kind of much more secure. Now some birds have a large enough and accessible enough cavity on the other side to stuff as well, but we don't need to do that today. We're not doing that. So if you do that, then cap that end off as well with the apple. So let's transfer this into our roasting dish now.
Absolutely.
All right, into the oven it goes. All right. It's time to take this stuffing out of here. Now remove your skewer. Bring your bird as close as you can to the bowl. It makes life a heck of a lot easier. Remove that apple that's beautifully baked now. Look at that. Oh, it's going to be delicious. And scoop out as much as you can. This stuffing looks phenomenal. These pistachios in here, wow, you can really see them. Gorgeous. It smells fantastic. I can smell those figs. You're actually getting little bits of duck on the inside too. Let me show you this gorgeous stuffing. Look at that. Oh, you can see the little flecks of pistachios. I don't know if you guys can. I can. Oh, all the little flecks of vegetables, the carrot and the celery, the pistachios, the fig. I can smell the fig. The duck was actually roasted with a Merlot barbecue sauce from Napa Jack's. So it has a little bit of a barbecuey flavor too. It's amazing. And don't forget that pistachio oil. Cheers, Mom.
Cheers.
That's good stuffing. Now we do a version of a fruit stuffing and it's all fruit. And that's one of our favorite ways, especially to do duck. But this is really fabulous. You can really taste that pistachio coming through, not only in the nuts, but you can taste it like throughout. Oh, that's good. I can feel those little fig seeds. I love that. That's delicious. And that's how you do it. That's how you cook Napa Valley pistachio fig bread stuffing. So simple. You can use this for any kind of poultry, whether it's a chicken or Cornish hens or duck or a turkey.
Really lovely.
You like that? High five. I can taste that savory in there. It's really nice.
So good.
Anyhow, happy holidays to you guys. I hope that you check out winecountryKitchens.com for not only the pistachio infused oil blend, but the Napa Jack's Merlot barbecue sauce that was used on the duck as well. You're gonna love all those lines of food at Wine Country Kitchens. Oh, amazing, amazing high quality products. Good stuff. That's it. Follow me on Twitter at Cooking with Kim E with a capital E. Like the fan page at facebook.com/cookingwithkimberly. My shows are on ifood.tv/cookingwithkimberly, youtube.com/cookingwithkimberly, and you can find my channel on Roku, Cooking with Kimberly, and I'm also syndicated on Apple TV. Come to my website at cookingwithkimberly.com and subscribe, interact with us, and let us know what's going down in your culinary world, all right? Be a champion in your kitchen and eat deliciously. Bye.
Bye-bye.